Delves, a big feature for the War Within. Let's see what was revealed all day yesterday about Delves. We actually have some footage here. Let me play this footage while we talk a little bit about Delves then. So here's live footage of somebody running through a Delve in Alpha. This is really cool. I think this is an underrated feature, but I'm not going to lie. The whole Misty cover, so this is basically like an instance thing, but it's not going through a regular instance portal. You actually go through a Misty wall that you click on to start it, and that'll basically take you into it, right? But it'll just shard you into it all of a sudden. So you're not really going into the portal and going to their loading screen. This is just like you click it, and now you're in it. And I actually think it's a really cool mechanic, very immersive. I actually like it a lot, like a Dark Souls boss. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, it's a great comparison. So they're going in here. So what was revealed about Delves? Entering Delves, we go through the mist. The basics of Delves. When inside of a Delve, you will have access to Brand Bronzebeard. This is a big thing. The Brand mechanics are going to be huge going forward. You can pick his role as they're showing here and basically decide if you want him to be healer or DPS. So someone like me going in as a blood DK, I can heal myself, but I do shit damage. So I'd probably have him set to DPS. That's a really cool feature. Brand is going to basically level up with you. So you can interact with his supplies at the beginning, set him to what role you want him to have, and then Delves will work similarly to scenarios in Mists of Pandaria, in which you would advance through the Delve and complete objectives. As you advance through the Delves, you might find side objectives that you can do, like they're showing right here, where they're basically freeing some captive people, killing some mobs. Rare mobs will also pop up in treasure chests that grant you powers to help you through the Delve. And even herbs and mining nodes. So you'll be able to do some profession stuff in the Delves as well. That's pretty cool. The Brand thing will pick up for you if no one in your group can. So Brand will pick up more. Oh, he'll pick up some of the... Oh, okay, so he'll do some of the profession stuff if nobody in your group has that profession. So again, this is not just solo content. Let's not forget, the Delves are going to be something that you can either do in a group of up to 5, or you can just do it solo. And when you do it solo, it looks like Brand picks up more of the pace for you. He does more things for you in there to get the things done that have to be done. So is he riding in there? Oh, there he is. He's right beside her. Yeah, I thought he was riding in the little mine cart. Okay. So you'll have the side objectives and stuff to do. At the end of the Delve, you will face against a boss that at least on one run we did kind of melted. Okay, so they fought against a boss. Let's see where that footage is here. At the end of the Delve. Okay, so here they enter the boss room, it looks like. Yeah, they're going in this. This is the boss room. After defeating the boss, you will gain access to a treasure vault with piles of gold and chests. More chests will appear on the higher level Delve that will require you to unlock. So you can do the Delves at different levels. Kind of, I don't want to say it, but kind of like Torghast levels, right? But there are different difficulties to these Delves that you can do, and I guess based on the difficulty, when you go in this treasure room here, you'll get to have more treasure to unlock, right? There'll be more boxes sitting here at the end. It also kind of reminds me of, if you guys remember the Nightmare, what were those things called at the end of BFA? The Visions of N'Zoth, I think that's what they were called. Where if you completed it, quicker or better or harder version of it, you got more treasure chests at the end. So that looks like that's what this is about. It looks like Delves. It says here, Delves as of the build drop gear. Delves as of this build will drop gear and a new currency called Resonant Crystals. Okay, Resonant Crystals. Did that show up here? I kind of missed it. So it'll drop Resonant Crystals. I wonder what those will do. Very interesting. So drop Resonant Crystals, which is currently used to buy certain cosmetic items such as Cobalt Candle Helms. No way, you get to buy the Candle Helm. That's pretty cool. Cobalt Candle Helms, and these can be purchased with a Sir Finny, Murloc, and okay, so we see there's some NPCs here. I could show you guys those. So you'll be able to take that currency to Sir Finny Murgleton and buy some of the cool stuff. We see they kind of went with some of the trading post design here. We see the candle helm here, some of the stuff that you'll be able to buy, little mushroom hat, different things. So so far these Delves, I'm wondering how they're going to be. Again, the Brand Bronzebeard mechanic, this thing we see early on, this is going to be interesting. So you see there's like an unlock trinket slot and a combat trinket slot. It looks like you're going to be able to eventually unlock those. And one thing about Brand's abilities and unlockable trinket slots and all that is Brand will level up account-wide. So as you level up Brand, as you play these things and you progress with Brand, that is an account-wide feature. So when you bring basically other people or your alts into these delves, it'll be a way to rapidly level, because Bran is going to get stronger the more you do these things on your account. And the stronger he gets, the easier these things will become. So you'll be able to take basically your overpowered Bran from your main that you've been grinding out and doing all the shit for, and he will be able to go on a run with your alts as well in his current powerful form, basically carrying you through the low-level delves and gearing out your alts even quicker. The rumor is right now that these delves are going to give you heroic level raiding gear, which to me is kind of crazy, from your vault. Again, there's going to be a vault role dedicated to world content now, and this delve is going to contribute to that. So that's kind of crazy, that this is going to give you heroic level gear if you complete it at higher end levels of runs. I think they say they go up to level 12 right now, and you'll be able to be carried by your Bran on your alts. So that's a really cool feature. Another thing about Bran is it looks like he's going to have legendaries. So Bran is going to have legendary trinkets and things. No word yet on how these legendaries are going to work. We see here there's a trinket that buffs your companion. So Bran Bronzebeard, this trinket only buffs the companion. Little value. If he isn't actually around to deal damage regularly, it lacks the typical level requirements, vendor price, flavor text. Yeah, there's not much to these yet. But again, we do know that these have to do with things that you can equip to Bran. So you'll be able to get these legendaries and equip them. And once you do, they'll be available on your alts. The last thing about these delves is that really cool custom mount thing. They did show clips of this that we just watched in that video, you know, the Wowcast video. And that customizable mount freaking looked amazing. I'm very excited to do this. You'll be able to grind these things out, get these cool custom looking things. You can make this thing into a blimp. It's a dynamic flying mount. Yeah, there's tons of different wing styles you can put on it, top styles, front styles, back style. I mean, there's the customization looks like it's endless, and it looks like they're going to keep adding to it. So this will be kind of like an evergreen feature. When they add more, you'll go back into your delve and try to unlock them. This is really, really cool, and I'm guessing they'll start dropping kind of like how the scripts did for dragon, you know, customization options that we got throughout Dragonflight. You'll probably see them drop as like scrolls or something like that, maybe towards the end of these runs. Overall, delves so far, I'm not sure how to feel about them. Like, they're kind of marketed as endgame content, but they seem like they're going to be kind of repetitive. I was watching Tally run them, and he was kind of saying the same thing, that these might get a bit repetitive. He said there were slight changes to maybe where certain mobs were, but overall, the feel of the entire thing was very much the same every time you did it. So how many times you're going to want to do this, it'll be to be determined. The good thing is you don't have to. It's never going to feel like a chore like Torghast was, because that was required. But these delves will just be something that you can do, you know, on the off, that you decide you want to gear out this way, you want to do different stuff. Maybe you're feeling more interested in doing a delve that week than a heroic, you know, raid run. Whatever it is, it's going to be optional. So that's the good thing. You know, always making content more optional is important. That's for sure. But I think the jury is yet to be had on this. We'll have to see how these turn out throughout alpha testing and everything else. Samiccus, how are you today? You kind, caring, humble, wholesome serf. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, Pumbaa, or Pup. I don't know how kind and humble I am, but thank you so much, man. I'm good. How are you? Just going through some news here. Maybe they'll add different delve locations and patches, like from old worlds. That would be cool. We know we're getting a bunch of delves locations right now, but they're all located, yes, in the current continent, right? The new world that we're going to be exploring. But we'll have to see. Yeah, delves and old content mix, that would kind of be cool. I don't disagree with that. That might be a nice feature to have delves going back. A Scarlet Monastery. I always go there, but a Scarlet Monastery delve, like next, that would be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that could be a nice way to keep these refreshing, keep these interesting. Like I said, the jury's still out on delves. We'll have to wait and see how these turn out through alpha testing and how they kind of change them as they get feedback. But so far, it's a nice added feature to the game that you can, you know, alternate between doing raids and this kind of stuff.